Tomorrow, Queenslanders head to the polls to elect their local councils. As Australia's largest local government, the right to run Brisbane is a highly sought-after prize. 5 people want the job. Emma Pollard met the 2 main contenders for Lord Mayor.
It's sometimes said that local government revolves around rates, roads and rubbish. But in the Queensland capital, there's much more to it. Brisbane City Council is the largest local government in the country. It builds major infrastructure and has a budget of almost $3 billion. The council is divided along party lines, and being Lord Mayor is almost like being Premier of a small state.
Well, I want Brisbane to be Australia's cleanest and greenest city. I want a city that is more accessible and inclusive, and also, and I think primarily, to see a city that grows in terms of its economic development opportunities.
Look, I stand for getting Brisbane's residents the services back they pay for. I stand for looking after Brisbane residents and guarding jealously where their rates money goes.
Unlike higher levels of government, mayors are directly elected by the voters. But in Brisbane, both of the main contenders seem to have a recognition problem. Anyone tell me who the Lord Mayor of Brisbane is?
It used to be Campbell Newman. Don't know.
Can't think of names at present.
Kevin something.
So I guess no one can tell me then who's the Labor Lord Mayoral candidate.
That'd be Campbell Newman. Quirk.
Not many people can answer that question. How do you think he's going?
Well, you don't hear much of it from him, do you? Not like can do.
Graham Quirk got his turn to don the Lord Mayoral bling after Campbell Newman quit to run for Premier.
Well, it's been 26 years since I entered local government politics, and I've seen the highs and the lows and seen all sorts of changes of administrations and Lord Mayors that have come and gone.
He spent 3 years as Campbell Newman's deputy and is trying to step out of his shadow.
I've got a different style, we're different personality types, but I think underlying that, we've both got that same sense of determination to achieve an outcome.
At a ceremony for international student ambassadors, Councillor Quirk is in his element.
Now, where would you like us all to gather? Over against the wall?
He says he wants to reduce traffic congestion, stimulate economic growth and lead a fair and inclusive Brisbane.
My eldest daughter is severely disabled, and that has certainly been a factor of appreciation. But I think even without that, my family background were very much people that struggled in the financial context.
The man who wants to win the top job for Labor spent his formative years working in his father's factory.
He'd put us in the factory under the foreman. That's what we did every school holidays. That's how I bought my first car. It wasn't a very good car, but it was my first car. And I suppose that gave me a terrific work ethic and a terrific understanding.
He owns a television post-production company.
Here's a fantastic club. I'll say good day. How are you, mate?
But these days spends his time pressing the flesh with voters at events like UQ Market Day.
What I saw was Brisbane residents' rates money going into a few key projects, into tunnels and toll roads, into push-bike schemes that aren't being used, while our services in our suburbs continue to struggle.
Labor needs to win 4 wards or 3 wards plus the Lord Mayoralty to secure a majority in council.
I know that there's neglected suburbs out there, and I'm very, very confident that there'll be suburbs that come back to Labor, and hopefully what we can do is have a majority in the chamber, because we know that past administrations, past Labor administrations, have really made a difference to the people of Brisbane.
In the recent state poll, the people of Brisbane turned their backs on Labor. Whether that'll be repeated at this level is uncertain.
You know, if you never tackled things because you thought it was going to be difficult, you'd never get anything done.
I don't underestimate any opponent ever. So the first time you do that, you're dead.
And we'll have results of the local council elections as well as the by-election in Anna Bligh's former seat of South Brisbane in news updates on ABC TV tomorrow night.